This is Portside Perspectives, exploring the yacht economy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Portside Perspectives. I'm here today with Marta Zawadzka. Is that correct?
It's very well said. You were practicing before, so well done.
Well, okay, I'm glad I did pretty good pronouncing your last name. And Marta is based out of Poland, correct?
Yes, I am.
You
Yeah,
you
I am
live
from Poland. I'm
you're
Polish.
based you live there, and your office is there as well, right?
Yeah, my office is here in Poland, and I am originally from Poland, but I do share my life between Poland and Spain, and it's Mallorca. But it's
Right.
more for pleasure, let's say. Also a bit business too, but mostly the pleasure.
Right. And Martha is another yacht designer. You're the third now yacht designer that I've brought onto the podcast. Um, and previous to this, we had another designer, a woman named Heather Whitcop. You'd mentioned you had watched a bit of that or watched that podcast. She's kind of in the same realm as you when it comes to designing. You focus mainly on more on smaller vessels, correct?
Yes, that's correct. The only difference maybe is like I do everything from the beginning to the end. I am also a naval architect, not just a yacht designer. So
Right.
maybe this is the difference. But I've seen the job that Heather is doing, and I am impressed. She is like very talented.
Yes, well, and I've seen some of yours a little bit going through your websites here, and they're very unique designs as well, and just kind of outside of the box, and pushing the limits of new design and new a new look and way. I'm noticing that boat design in general is really starting to change and push the limits of what people think a boat should look like, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for your nice words. And yeah, I think so because I heard many times from the people that when they are going into the marinas, they see like all the boats are exactly the same. So, and it was probably in the past was like that there was not much invention, I would say, or I don't know why. Maybe I am mistaken. Maybe that's not the reason, but somehow people are starting to be maybe more creative or going, as you said, out of the boxes. And now the designers try to design something unique, something new, or most also maybe because there are so many boats that are similar. So now, yeah, we want to present to the world something new. And I see those trends that there are many different designs now that
Yeah.
everyone can find something for themselves.
Yeah, and I think boat design up until fairly recently, and the reason why, at least I believe, boats kind of had the same general look for years and years and years and years, is because boats were made and their shapes were made for function, for cutting
True.
through the water, to get up on plane, to
Yeah.
whatever the purpose of that vessel was. Every vessel was designed in a certain way and built in a certain way to suit a specific purpose. And I
You're
assume that
right. Yeah.
that still holds true, but what's above the water and
Mhm.
visible to people is what I notice is
Mhm.
changing. And there's a lot of unique and different shapes um, to newer boats coming out right now. And we were talking about Heather Whitcop earlier and her designs, and you can see a very clear influence from like the automotive industry, and like
That's true.
the way cars are shaped and designed nowadays. You can definitely see, and we even talked about that, how that it was an influence for her. And even in a more recent recording with Jarko Jensen, he brought up the same thing. A lot of influence from he actually employs a lot of automotive designers into bringing in that
Mhm.
specific look. So while we're on
Interesting.
it, is there anything that specifically influences you with your designs?
Well, to be honest, I never focused on the cars, at least not till now. And because fun fact is when that you brought this topic, because I never thought this way somehow. I don't know why. I never looked at the cars that to bring it into the designs, but my clients kind of made me, because lately I am having the clients that are coming to me and asking for the designs that will be influenced by the cars. So currently we are working on the very interesting motorboat that will be very much influenced on the car, but this is still a bit of a secret so far. We are working on that, but yeah, but then I must agree that people want to be influenced with the cars, because actually, especially the luxury cars, they're very beautiful, they're very stylish, and it's actually wise to bring it into the yacht design, because you can get really nice and new futuristic designs, or very, very modern. So as you said, this is what kind of important now. And I totally agree with you that this might be the reason that in the past people were more focused on the function and so on the boat, what the boat has to do. And now it's also important how it looks, and especially with the new technologies that we can use nowadays, we can experiment a bit more. It won't be that costly, because we can experiment with a CFD in a programs, and then also the technology to build is like more advanced. So this can also be the reason why we are going more out of the box. It's not that so simple shapes.
It's funny that you brought that up, Yarko. It said the exact same thing as well. The utilization of new technologies allows architects and designers like yourself to play with things and practice in a virtual reality world to see if something is even remotely close to being able to work or be functional and still look good. You know, and you brought up the exact same thing, those the CFD technology and computer technologies is just is helping designers like yourself kind of push the boundaries a little bit more, right?
Exactly. So imagine what's gonna happen when the AI starts to help us.
Yeah, I
That's the
mean,
future, huh?
so seeing as how you brought it up, do you utilize any new AI technologies within your business, whether that's in the design aspect or, you know, marketing your business and putting it out there to the world, or even just functional operations within your business to kind of help streamline things and take some stuff off of your plate in like the operations end of things? Is there anywhere that you're using new AI technologies within your business?
I am watching it out, of course, to not miss anything. Well, so far, maybe a bit just for the renders to make them look a bit better, to do just the very fast render, to not focus so much, because it takes a lot of time to do the good render in the programs. It takes a lot of time. So just for that so far, because I tried a little bit more, and in my opinion, I might be also mistaken and not know all the tools that are on the market now, but from my perspective, they need to work a little bit more still on these AI technologies to develop, so they could work better. Or also, it's like it still takes, maybe there is also not enough knowledge for us yet how to use it. So I've noticed that it takes me so much time to get to know how to do it, and then the result is also not the greatest. So I said, okay, I will watch it, because it's coming, that's for
Right.
sure. But I will wait and see what the
I,
market will bring
I
us.
think as far as like designing and engineering, like you said, I don't believe the technology is quite there yet.
Yeah,
Um, I think it's more useful for, um, like I had mentioned, operational things like the back end of your business for taking care of kind of the mundane tasks that,
yeah,
you know, are just they're time consuming tasks that
yeah,
if you could free up
exactly.
that time, you could use your time for more better leveraged tasks. I mean, and then I think it also assists a lot of businesses in their marketing campaigns and getting their name out there to the world
Hmm.
and growing that way. But as far
Hmm.
as artistic endeavors and design, I don't think computers are quite there yet.
No.
And I think the human artistic spirit is very, very much important in anything. And even if it is AI doing it, it still needs a human being and what they
It does.
envision up
Totally.
here to be able to communicate to the computer or AI, this is what I want you to build. So it still is coming from an artistic mind and the design aspect of what's up in your human brain. So I'm just curious. I kind of ask everybody about that just
Yeah,
because
of
it is the
course.
world that we are
Yeah.
moving into, and not we've moved into it. We are definitely living in a world that AI is starting to dominate a lot of different things. So.
Yeah. So the funny thing I wanted to mention, if you don't mind, about the AI, I once had a client some time ago that came with the photo made as an inspiration for the project with the photo from AI and for the helm steering seat, there was a kitchen chair. So this is how AI works so far.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's not quite there
Yeah.
yet.
No, 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 no.
Yeah. Okay, so I do want to get more into your business and the structure
Yeah.
and
Sure.
a little bit but before we get too much further in, I do
Mhm.
like to ask everybody, their background. What's your where do you come from? How did you get into this business and doing what you do? What's your backstory?
Okay, so it's not like I've been sailing all my life, not at all. I had no idea that the boats exist when I was in high school. Well, of course I did know they do, but I never thought of, and there was nobody in my family sailing anyhow, no motorboats, no sailing. And also the fun fact is that I am coming in Poland from the region that is called 1000 lakes. So that means that we have plenty of lakes, and all around those lakes, actually, there were many sailing boats, and people were doing that. But somehow I was from the very little village, and never happened to me to sail. So I had no idea what is sailing when I was in the high school. Still didn't know what I am going to do in my life. But somehow I am like a mathematic brain, because in my family there are a few mathematic teachers, and we are all like, let's say, mathematics. I wanted to go to the Polytechnica. I mean, the Polytechnica is the technical university. Sorry for the Polish word. And so I didn't want to study mathematics like my brother and my cousins and so on, because it was like I was going to be a teacher like everybody in the family. Oh no, I wanted to find something unique. And was, to be honest, at that time when I was going to study, it was very popular for everyone to study marketing. It wasn't unique, but everybody was going to do it. So as I didn't know what to do, I said, okay, let's try this. I didn't get into the marketing, thanks God, because my brother said like, oh, but there is such a thing that is called like marketing, but in maritime industry. And I was like, okay, this sounds very unique, maritime industry. I like it. I went there, and it sounds to be like ocean engineering, the faculty, just the specialization was marketing in maritime industry. And turns out that from all the subjects at the university, the most I hated was about marketing, and the most I loved were about the boat construction, about ship construction. Actually, we were studying a lot about the ships, all the physics, all the mathematics I loved. So, but when I start something, I always need to finish. For me, there is no such a thing like I drop. So I obviously finished the specialization, but I started the specialization of yacht design. And this is how I did 2 engineers, and then the master. And yeah, and then somehow I started to work for one Polish designer that was very famous at his time, and he's called Juliusz Strawiński. And I fell in love so totally in the designing process, in the also the construction, because it's not like, as I said, I am also a naval architect, thanks to this technical university that I finished. So Yeah, I loved all of that. I also had a little period after this designing office in Poland when I worked in Mallorca, actually, for the company that was doing interior design for super yachts. It was
Mm.
actually very interesting too, because we were working on the 84-meter super yacht, so it's quite a boat. And I loved it, but I was missing so much the construction. I really wanted to do the whole boat, also the structure, the hull, the calculations, like all about the boats. I was missing that so much, so I decided that I need to go on my own and start my little studio.
Right. And you're not on your own though. You have a partner.
I do have a partner, and my partner is my also sister-in-law. Her name is Eva Gavin Zawadzka, and she's supporting me a lot because, as I said, I am not the greatest in the marketing. So she's supporting me with the marketing and also all the business, because she's like the well educated in the business purpose, so she knows a lot about how to run the company, how to deal with the clients, how to negotiate. So we are working together.
So is
And
she a designer and engineer as well, or she mainly is just your partner in the business and marketing and the things,
partner
and
in the
you're the
business.
designer?
Yeah, exactly. No, she's not the designer. She was studying also in the University of Gdańsk, like me, but different faculty,
Mm.
more in the construction, but of the houses,
Right.
mm,
Okay.
like
Okay.
ventilation and so on. But
Right.
she then educated herself very well in the business strategy and these kind of things. So she's like working also with another companies, not just ours. So yeah, this is how we feel each other. Feel? What's the word?
I'm not sure what you're trying to say, but
I'm trying to say that we are both needed in the company. Everybody has his own role.
right.
And my role is obviously to be a lead designer and a naval architect. And
Okay.
she's like all around
So
administration also.
do you have other people within your, like how many people are within your company? Do you have other people that are helping you with designing, like other engineers that you have hired, or is it mainly just you and her? How big is your company?
So in generally, we depends on the how many projects we are working on at the moment. So we have the moments that we have like up to 5 people, and we have the moments that it's just us two.
Hmm.
So now at this moment we are going to build again the team of the around 5 people, because we are starting the year very very well with new nice opportunities, but so far it wasn't more than 5. But
Right.
hopefully this year, as I said, it looks quite nice, so it will develop. Let's see.
Right. Okay. So your business then you design, do you give me a sense of who you design vessels and boats for? Are you contracted by a lot of brands to come up with a production vessel? Do you get do a lot of custom stuff for individuals? Give me a sense of what type of work it is and who you're doing it for. Maybe it's all over the place. You just you tell me.
Yeah, sure. So the main clients for us are the totally new people in the industry. Somehow it happened. I don't know how that happened, but they are totally new. Like generally don't know much about the boats. The only thing they know, and in my opinion, it's actually enough. They know what they like, because when they know what they like, then the rest is in our hands. We can help them with all the other things, like the whole construction, the nice styling and so on. But they need to know what they want. Even if they don't, we would obviously help. But thankfully the clients that are coming to us, there are like, even they don't know nothing about the boats, they know what they like. So that makes our job easier, because we know the direction at least, and then we can help them. We help a lot to our clients. We have many contacts in Poland, so when the client is coming to us, and this is mostly happening this way, that the client is coming and wants to open new brand. So it's prototyping at the beginning. And as I said, he knows nothing. So we introduced him to the whole industry, because in Poland we have many different companies working for the boats, yachts, I mean the manufacturers, but also the people the dealers for the equipment, for the driving systems. Like, yeah, it's a lot around the
Yeah.
boating. So we introduce our clients to all of them, to the market, and we are building new brands. So that's our main client.
So the main client
brand.
then is branded production vessels. Then they ask for a design, you build them the design and work through all of the bugs, and then they go and they build
Yeah,
100,
we actually
200,
also help
1,000.
them. We are helping them also with the building process, where sometimes they don't even have a place where to build it. So we
Right.
know many manufacturers in Poland. So we are helping them to find the best place where they can build. Because, yeah, we are trying to do like the budget for them. And then they can choose with who they want to work.
Do you do any custom work for individuals, or is it mainly for branded companies?
I did one project for the custom, just one, and actually at the very beginning, but then the pandemic came and I think the client never built it, unfortunately. And it happened just one. And in generally, those are the business people that want to make money from it.
Right. Okay, that's fair. I just wanted to get an understanding
Yeah.
of who it is you're actually working for and who you're designing these boats for. And
Yeah. And maybe I can add something about that. I guess it's because to build a boat that small to be custom, it's not worth in the
yeah, it's a
economic
it's
way.
probably a big expense to get a custom boat
Yeah,
made
it
to
really
your
is.
liking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Because in this designing office that I mentioned you before, this Juliusz Stravinsky studio, he was actually building almost only custom clients, because he was building, designing big yachts, like up to
Yeah.
24 meters. So
Right.
this is what I worked with when I was working for him. And those kind of yachts, this is a different type of client
Yes,
who
I
is
would
coming
agree with
for
that
this custom.
100%.
So
It's not the
anyway,
same world.
I was yeah, I was surprised when this client came to me that wanted to it was 8-meter motorboat and he wanted it just for himself. So it was interesting project to do. Unfortunately, probably it was never built. But yeah, not many people like this guy.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so Cana is one of the brands that you design for, correct?
Yes, yes, it is.
And so I have their website pulled up here. Is every boat on their website designed by your firm, or is it do
Yeah.
they have other designer? Everything that's on here is from you guys.
Yeah, yeah. This
Okay,
is
I'm
one
gonna
of these clients that came with nothing. I mean, he got the name and also the styling of the boat. He already got the idea, the client, what he wants. So our job was to develop the design, to redesign. Actually, we made quite some changes in the structure, and yeah, and they started to build it, and then we started to design more another models for them, and another and now even bigger. We are working on the bigger ones, because Kana is a little boat, like 5.5 meter, and now we are working on the 7.7 and 9.9 meter long boats.
So
Those will be
can
very
you see
interesting ones.
Cana Boat's website on your screen there that I'm sharing right now?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so I'm just going to kind of scroll through some of these, just give people
Mhm.
a sense of your design style here, and um, uh, you know, that's a interesting little cuddy on the front of that vessel.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Uh,
even have guessed that had a sleeping area in
right.
front of that little boat.
Right. Yeah.
And so you had mentioned one or two
Oh,
specifically
that's by the way, that's me on the boat.
right here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I am,
Okay.
I am steering.
Okay, so this is the Cana B1 that you had mentioned before we started recording here, that you had said I should bring up and talk about. This is an electric driven boat, right?
Yeah, and Kana is like interesting little boat because you can get the outboard engine, which is electric or gasoline, as you see in the photo,
Okay.
and it can also be inboard. So if you don't like to see your engine outside, then you just get the Kana one without B,
Oh, right
and
here, this one
yeah,
on the end here. Okay.
yeah, exactly. And this little cabin, it's because of the clients were asking a lot on the market to
Mm,
get even in this such a small boat. They wanted a cabin because, to be honest, all the projects or the products are for the clients. So we really listen to the clients, what they want, what they are looking for,
right.
and yeah, and then we are trying to give them what they are looking for.
All right. So now I've just come over to your website here. You see your
Mhm.
on the screen there now. I'm
Yeah.
just making sure that that's what's showing here. Okay. So this is
Mhm.
your website here. So this shows a few different vessels. Are there any on here that are not designed and built for Cana, or do you have other brands that you work for as well? Or
Yeah, all those boats that you see lower are different brands. If you
okay.
go scroll down,
So the Cana, this is the one.
this
This
is
is
yeah,
obviously a Cana.
yeah,
It has Cana right in the name of it,
that's
but
Ghana.
so
Yeah,
that was the one of the ones we were just talking about with
yeah,
the Cana B one, which is the
yeah.
outboard.
Mhm.
Um, Tell me a
So
little
this
bit
one is
about this
the
one here.
yeah, this one is the Sugob. It's under construction, and the premiere will come this year. Yeah, so this is like more for the lakes, and the idea of this project, which was the client's idea, obviously, is going to be a boat for the charter. It's quite cozy interior for this size of the boat, and quite spacious. I actually went lately to the production, and I saw the hall that was ready, and I was so shocked that this is small, because it's just a 7.5-meter boat, was so spacious inside. Because I've also designed another 7.5-meter motorboat, which was like much smaller, because the purpose was different, obviously.
Right. Yeah.
But I was impressed because when you see something in 3D in your computer, and even if I put the little man inside with the real size, it's not the same when you go there and you see this whole, it was, yeah. And even people that didn't know how long was the boat, they thought was like 10 meters, because it was very high, because the client's idea was that the functionality and the comfort on board was very important for him, that the people who would charter from him, they would feel very comfortable on the boat.
This is a very unique looking boat, and it's kind of what we were talking about before, and just the way design is
Mhm.
changing and what people typically think a boat should look like.
Yeah.
I mean, it still very much looks like a boat, but
Mhm.
it above waterline. It looks like it spreads out. It opens up the space like you're talking about. It becomes a whole lot bigger than what a typical boat would have had for space
Yeah.
internally.
Yeah.
And so, okay, this is a aluminum motor yacht.
This is, yeah, exactly, because we design from both materials, from aluminum or from the composites, whatever the client needs. Also, we are giving advice which material is better for which purpose. So this one is also under construction, and the premiere will be also this year. And it's more like a pleasure boat for the, like, I would say, weekender. It has also a cabin and a toilet inside, and it's
Mm,
also comfortable because it's actually 10 meters boat, so
hmm.
it is spacious. But it's all about being on board and enjoying the ride with the boat. So yeah.
Cool. And
Oh, this is the Silesian. It's very nice. That's what I meant when I was saying, because Silesian is also 7.5 meter with the platform,
Hmm.
and as I said, it's very nice boat, by the way, and you can put it inside the other one, and the same length, but the other one would eat this one.
Oh, okay.
I do these kind of things. I sometimes put one boat in the 3D to another to see which one would eat which one,
I,
just
I'm
as a
I'm
joke.
trying to put a word to what
And
the visual aspect of these vessels is and your style of design. And to be honest, I mean, take it for what it's worth. What I sense, the sense that you said you don't really focus on the automotive industry for your design inspiration, but looking at this, what comes to mind is like Rolls-Royce kind of a looking.
oh, really?
That's just kind of my feeling on it. That maybe that's just me, but that's kind of the sense that I get from the shapes that are coming off of this, where it's not when you think about the automotive industry, it's not
Yeah,
like a
this
hot
one
rod
totally
or a
not.
race car, but it's more of an elegant.
Yeah,
Um,
totally.
I don't know how to put the words to it, but that's kind of the way it'd be like a Rolls Royce compared to you know, uh, uh, some kind of a race car, like that
Mhm.
sleek race car look, as opposed to like an older Rolls Royce that has those nice gentle curves but it's more. I really don't know how to put the words to it, but that's kind of the sense I
Let
get.
me help
So
you. The idea of this design was the classic boats from the previous century, but with the very modern look.
yeah,
So maybe you get into the project because I think there will be like more photos of it. You can click on it. Because the boat was built. This is still the render, but if you go down, there
oh,
are the photos. And last year was a premiere of this boat. Mm, the first premiere in Poland was in Gdynia. There is a nice boat show in Gdynia each year. And then a worldwide premiere was in Italy. It was in Genoa, and it was also very, very nice and well received boat. So, oh yeah, this is the boat. Those are the photos. And I also must mention here that the client, the builder, they did such a great job on the building the boat. They really focused, even though that was a prototype, they really focused on
uh,
to
yeah. And
build it
just looking
like
at like
very nice.
even the wheel here,
Yeah,
something about it just it just kind of screams to me like Rolls Royce kind of a
really.
Rolls Royce-esque sort of imagery in my head. Just
So still cars.
just elegance, right? Like just
Yeah,
it's a very beautiful looking boat.
thank you.
Just everything about it is like you said, it's that older shape and general
Hmm.
design of the vessel, but more modern. Um,
Exactly. That was the
yeah,
idea.
no, that's really cool. Actually, I want to go back now and
Yeah.
have a look at the inside of this one. I didn't realize I could click on it and actually go and
This one is
is there
still with
more?
just with the renders, because as I
Okay.
said, it's under construction. But let's see inside in the renders.
Okay, there we go.
Just the top view, actually.
Yeah, so this is still being worked on right now, right? There's none of
Yeah,
these in physical existence as of yet.
just the hull, which is, as I said, huge.
Right.
So yeah, this boat is coming this year, and we will see it live in this season for sure.
Oh wow, so there's sleeping quarters
Hmm.
in the back end.
Exactly. It's actually for 6 people because the sofa can be convertible into the bed also.
Oh wow. So right here.
Yeah.
So you can fit, like you said, up to 6 people.
Hmm.
That's pretty cool when you think about the size of that. It's not an
Hmm.
overly large yacht, but you've utilized the space. I mean, you've got so much room above waterline to
Yeah.
to fit all that in there. Wow, that's pretty cool. I like that one.
Yeah. But I also have to give the credit again to our client because we are very lucky with the clients that are coming and they really know what they want. And our job is to give them what they are expecting, and this is how we work, and that's why our clients are very happy about that. And thanks to them, we also grow, because this client from this boat, he really knew what kind of charter boat he wanted to have, and that's what he got. And
Right. And
we are both
so
happy.
I see a lot of electric propulsion here. So do you want to talk about that? And you're obviously you build what your client wants, and I get that. You know, it's something I talked about obviously with Yarko about this. We talked about it when it was in relation to larger like super yachts and things like that, and direct straight electric propulsion. It's not really feasible for the size of the vessels. If they are electric, it's usually diesel over electric. But I see a lot of yours, these smaller vessels where electric might make a little bit more sense. These even have solar panels built in to charge the batteries. And so can you maybe just talk about that, the world of electric motors and electric propulsion, and specifically when it comes to the world of yachts and on-water vessels?
Yeah, of course. So electrics propulsions, they still are in my opinion, in a development process. There is still much to improve, especially in the well, there are many amazing solutions, but the problem is the price of them, and also the battery, because sometimes you don't get enough space to place enough batteries to swim as long as you would like to. So it's still developing, but it is going forward. It is developing. So sooner or later there will be more and more. And about this brand, actually, about this catamaran, is also the idea of the company was that they have smaller also vessels that are full electric, because probably this catamaran is also under construction, and but we are still thinking of the final propulsion system for that. First idea was the pure electric, but now we are thinking more of the hybrid, maybe some generator, because it's like this is the 10 meters catamaran, so it really needs to have enough power and battery to have a good autonomy. So it's still like we are looking what the market is proposing. But yeah, many clients are asking about electric. There are people that are against totally. Even we noticed that in the boat shows when we were with Kana, that was electric. The people were saying that they want to hear the engine, and you know. But for me, for example, I would never. How to describe it? This is like the best feeling ever when you're on the boat and you don't hear this engine. It's such a pleasure.
It's like when you're sailing, right? And all you hear is the
Yeah,
water
exactly.
movement along the side of the hull. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just amazing. I fell in love with this feeling when I started to swim with the electric. Of course, it would be nice to have more power, but they are working on that. The market is working on that. The world is not stopping. The world is going forward. It's developing everything. So we just need to wait a bit more and try different solutions, and they will come.
Right. Well, that's really cool. It looks like you are involved with a number of different brands and companies, and you're doing.
We also have some fishing boats. I actually didn't place them yet to the website, but we also work with the small fishing boats, because this is also a big market. People love to fish, and they are coming for the.
And they're more affordable for more people. In the real, like, you know, there's only a handful of billionaires out there, so
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm actually really impressed with some of these vessels that you've come up with and designed.
Thank
And
you.
like you said, I mean, you are pushed by the client to kind of help them build what they want, and
Exactly.
but I mean, obviously, there's a lot of your own artistic flavor
Yeah, I am
into this,
trying
right?
to do my best, to give all best I have to make them dreams come true.
Right. So, is there any specific project that you're working on right now that is kind of that you're excited about that
It,
you can't
yeah,
wait for it to come out?
yeah, that's the one I mentioned. It's like, because probably you also noticed, I am a yacht designer and naval architect, but I like to call myself that I am just a simple engineer who likes the beautiful things. And I am not the artist who can design like the very artistic, beautiful things. My designs are quite simple, but I like them. I think they are nice and clean. And now I'm working on the quite challenging project for me, because this one has to be, as I mentioned before, and we spoke about that, the car. And it's not going to be a simple, elegant Rolls Royce. No, it's going to be a very futuristic boat, very
Hmm.
futuristic. And I am more into, as you see also in my website, more into the classic with modern look, or just modern. And this one is going to be the futuristic. So for me, it's very challenging, but I am giving my best, and I'm trying to do it the best possible way, still with this little simple touch of mine, which I like when things are simple, like there's not too much. But this will be something, I believe, this will be something interesting, something totally new that you didn't see in any of my designs so far. So yeah, I am very excited about that.
And so I know your partner Ava, right?
Eva,
Eva.
tak.
Um, she wasn't able to join us today. I mean, it's a shame. I was kind of
Yeah.
hoping that she'd be able to join us, but obviously life is progressing along for her. You said she's having a baby fairly soon,
Yeah.
or yeah.
June.
Oh, okay. So you is that it, will this will be your niece or nephew?
Nephew.
Oh, they know it's a boy, and
Yeah.
is this the first time that a child's come into this family, or
Oh no, it's the sixth one.
the sixth one? Oh,
First for them.
this is old
First
hat
for them.
now.
Yes.
That's nothing special then, right? It's just the sixth one. They're not important. Well, congratulate her for me, and all the
Yeah,
best to
I
her for
will.
that. But
Thank you.
I'm sure you know a little bit about what she does within the company as far as like marketing and getting your company name out there to businesses that you're hoping to work with or work for. So how do you guys go about that? Is it mainly just networking and meeting people face to face and growing your network? Are you actively doing any kind of marketing campaigns in the way of paid advertising or social media marketing or anything like that? Like, how is it that you connect with your clients?
So yeah, one thing is like we are working a lot on our website, especially here in Poland. Like the SEO, we are doing the SEO, we are doing the blog, and we've noticed that thanks to that, clients are finding us in Google. Especially in Poland, it's easy to find us, but it was actually working through the years. It didn't happen from the first year. We needed a few years to work on that to really be up. When you are looking for the yacht designers in Poland, we are really up thanks to this. But the main way we are finding the clients is the networking. We are trying to be in every important event in Poland, and also in the Europe, not only in Poland, and because it's a very big industry. We like to have a nice relationship with the whole industry. It's like not like we are the competitors for anyone. I like to know another designers in Poland. I do know them. I appreciate them, and also the manufacturers. I go to visit many manufacturers in Poland. We have a good relation, so I am visiting them. I am visiting the companies I am working with. So this way, we are trying to make people know us in Poland, and then they do recommend us. Also, generally, if some client comes to us, they always come back. They want more models, another models. We are trying to build very good and strong relationships with the clients, and also with the business partners.
Hmm.
So even in the industry, if somebody knows that somebody is looking for the designers, so this way they can find us, because the people we are working with, which are our partners, they can recommend us, and this is how it's happening.
So it is, just to be clear then, and it is mainly about just building relationships, with your networking and meeting the right people, positioning yourself in a place where you're visible to those clients. And like you said, you go to a lot of different events. I'm assuming you go to different boat shows and things like that as well as part of
Yeah,
those events.
exactly. But as I said, also Google.
Yeah,
Many times people call us from Google.
right.
So it's,
So
yeah.
do you have aspirations to start designing and building bigger and more complex vessels, or
Yes.
are you happy kind of staying with the smaller yachts? Give me a sense of that.
Yeah, at least up to 16 or 18, we are going to do that for sure. This year, we have some first plans of 12 and 14 meters, so it's already big for us. But in general, in the future, I would even say up to 24, we would like to be involved, because this is also what I worked with when I started my career in this designing office.
Right.
This designer, he was designing yachts up to 24 meters. So this is also my aspiration. Of course, little by little, we won't jump now into the 24 meters yacht, but 12 meters, then 14, then 16, then
Yeah.
18, and we get into the 24 for sure.
Right. That's really cool. I'm glad to hear that you're looking to just keep getting bigger and better and more
Yeah,
interesting. And
better.
I mean, I'm kind of the same way with anything that I do in my life. It's, you've accomplished this. I guess it's time to move on to the next challenge and push yourself a little bit further. And
Yeah.
I hope it all works out and you continue down this path
Thank you.
build some bigger and better uh, and become the next big name on the magazine's
Oh, thank you so
headlines.
much.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, crossing the fingers. That's the idea. Let's see when it happens, because I hope it will. Let's see when.
Right. Right. Okay. So within this business, obviously, like we've talked about, you have a partner and you have different aspects within the business. What would you say running a yacht design business like you do? What would you say is your biggest challenges within running a business like that?
Well, at the beginning, biggest challenge for me was this prototyping, because it's like the people who were coming were totally new, and I really needed to also educated myself much more, because as a designer in the previous jobs, I was doing parts of the boats, not the whole boat. We were team. I was always a part of the team. So then when I started to work on my own and doing everything, I needed to really educate myself, and also then share this knowledge with these clients that are totally new. And the prototyping process is also quite challenging, because it's never like the prototype is the best model and this doesn't need any changes. It's like we are going to build the serial production is perfect. Not at all. It's never like that. It's like maybe the third one is already the model that they want to continue building. So it was very challenging to not make too many mistakes at the beginning. And then today I can say that we are here now, that we can predict what's worth to build or how to build. But it was challenging at the beginning to get into this stage. And now, well, another challenges for me would be, as I said, to grow the size of the boat, because when the boat grows, the space in the boat grows. There are much more things that you have to implement into the boat. So yeah, that's my new challenges, to grow the designs that we are doing, and also doing more futuristic, as I said, more challenging designs. There's something out of the box. Like really, when you get into the marina, you won't say that, oh, another similar boat. Like you say, okay, some new unique boats. So those
Right.
are our challenges, because there are so many beautiful boats nowadays on the market that this is still challenge to design something that is out of the box or unique. So yeah,
Right.
I would say that
So
is the biggest reason.
there's a question. It's kind of a two-part question I ask everybody
Mhm.
at the end of our
Yeah.
interviews here, and it's more of just a fun thing. So feel free to just answer it however you best feel
Okay.
to be able to answer it. It's two
Sure.
part. One part being, is there a vessel that really sticks out in your mind, in your memory, either for the fact that it was part of an important part of life and an experience that you had in your life, and that vessel was part of it, so it kind of sticks with you, or maybe it was a vessel you had seen or designed or whatever that just, you know, I look at some vessels and be like, that thing is enormous. It is full of all kinds of really cool technology. It's beautiful inside and out. And it just stays in my mind because of that. So, any vessel throughout your life, the one that kind of sticks out in front as something that's important to you for one reason or another. And then the second part of the question would be, is there a location that you've sailed to or motored to that sticks out in your mind as well, as far as a destination or location to um, take a yacht or be on a vessel?
Okay, the first question is very difficult for me because, as I said, I am the person who loves beautiful things. So I have plenty of yachts that I love. The most amazing for me are rivas. Obviously, rivas are like they are timeless. They are so beautiful. This design, this style will never die. Then we've got the Frauscher. Frauscher is also very traditional company, the brand, but very modern look. They're like I remember that's the fun fact actually. I was always saying that the Frauscher is like a Porsche in the yachting industry. And guess what? They got a cooperation with the Porsche, and then there is a model called the Porsche. But I swear I said that before they got the cooperation. So Frauscher got very big impact on me of the how beautiful and luxury and elegant the boat can be. And this is the boat like when it's in the marina, you always it always takes your look. You always see those beautiful vessels, and uh, and yeah. And actually, about myself, what I could say, I love the boat so much that I know so many brands that when I go into the marina, I can say, this is this boat, this is this boat, this is this brand, this is this brand. So yeah, there are plenty of them, but the Rivas and the Frauschers are my favorite ones, totally the top of the top.
Cool.
And the second question was
Location, a destination or
location.
location. Yeah.
Seychelles. Seychelles. I've been sailing in Seychelles and in the catamaran, and I think this is the most beautiful place I have ever been in my life.
Oh,
It's
sorry, I
for
misunderstood what you
me.
were trying to say. The seashells, seashells. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Seychelles. Sorry, my Polish accent.
Yeah, that's okay. I got it first. It took me
Seychelles.
a second, but I got it. Yeah. The Seychelles. What? Okay, I understand.
Seychelles.
Uh,
Okay. Yeah.
okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I
Have
appreciate
you
that.
ever been there?
No, I haven't, but I've spoken to a
Mhm.
few people that rave about it a lot.
Totally recommended.
It
Yeah.
sounds like an amazing place to
It
travel to. So
is.
maybe one day
It's
I'll make
amazing.
a trip out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Even nicer than Caribbean, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Well, Marta, it's been amazing speaking with you and getting your
Thank you.
insights and learning more about yourself and your business. And maybe down the line we can do this again, and you can bring on Eva,
Yeah,
and we can talk a little bit more about her side of things and her end of the business a little bit more.
sure.
Maybe by
Once
then.
when we are so famous that we are on the magazines, we come
That's
again.
right. Yeah, yeah. And maybe hopefully by then you'll have some of these vessels completed and actually built in 3D in the real world, so we can see some photos of some of the ones we were kind of highlighting on your website here.
Yeah.
Is there a place you want people to go specifically to contact you or find you? Me and you have were connected on LinkedIn. But do you have any social media or, obviously we pulled up your website that's Intuition. I'll pull it up here again. It's
Yeah.
intuitionyachts.com, but in between Intuition and yachts, there's a hyphen there. So it's intuition-yachts.com
Yeah.
is your home, your website. Um, is there any
Yeah.
other
Well,
place you want people to find you?
actually, yeah, I would like to invite anyone who likes to visit my Instagram, which is called Designer Lifestyle, because there I am sharing like the boat shows I am visiting. I am showing the boats, the beautiful designs I meet on the boat shows. I also share some tips about designs. So yeah, everybody who is interested in the design or designer lifestyle, so you're very welcome to visit my Instagram.
And so it's called Designer Lifestyle on Instagram.
Exactly. Yeah.
Easy enough to find, I think. I was just trying to pull it up here now, but I have some technical difficulties I'd have to do, spend a lot of time trying to search it and pull up the right thing. But again, also people can contact you. Like I said, I found you on LinkedIn easy enough.
Yeah.
And you know, I will do my best to share any links I can in the description of this video for
Cool.
anybody who wants to get in touch with you. And yeah, again, it's been amazing talking to you. Thank you for
Thank
taking
you
the
so
time out of
much.
your day to join me. And again, hopefully we can speak again in the future.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me and Eva. Next time we come together. So yeah, it's our pleasure. It's my pleasure to speak to you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you. Bye
All right.
bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks for sailing with us. This has been Portside Perspectives.